Okay, it says, once registered, please complete the basic refresher course. It is 7 modules. You will receive a certificate at the end of full completion. You'll need to submit a copy of that certificate as a PDF file. Receive credit for this alignment. If you submit this certificate by the deadline, Sunday, November 11th at 11:59 p.m., then you will receive 100% for the assignment. For every 24 hours post deadline, your grade will be reduced by 5%. That's good to know. It is Tuesday, 2 more weeks of school. It is 8:44 a.m. Lab starts at 9:05. I am really tired. I don't know if it's just something like psychological in me about Tuesdays, but I did my best not to open my energy drink this morning. I was telling myself I will open it until after my second class or during my second class. It was actually like halfway to school is when I just finally decided to open it because I just felt really, really tired. I felt like I was gonna go to sleep on the wheel. Why am I like this? Anyways, we are working on our lab final. We get these last 2 weeks. Well, I don't consider the last week of school finals week class time. So I am going to say we have 2 weeks of class left this week. Next week we have fall break, which will likely still be working on our lab final. You guys will see part of what we're gonna do. Let's get this semester done and over with. It's Tuesday.
16 and a half.
16 and a half laps?
Yeah, so if you start on that side, you can end here, or if you start on this side, you'll end over there.
Okay, so should we start counting until...
Huh?
Hang on. How did we do it last time?
Last time we all started on that
Oh,
end.
okay. We'll
yeah,
start right
that
there.
way when we got done with the last half lap or whatever, we ended up right here.
Okay, so we'll do that again?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. Are you gonna time me?
Yeah, I was gonna start.
Okay. You'll have to keep track because I lost track last time. Okay. How many more laps?
12. 4 and a half. 2 and a half. Half a lap. Yeah, yeah. 13 minutes and 33 seconds.
14 minutes?
No, 13 minutes and 33.
13 minutes and 32 seconds?
33, yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that better than your last one?
I think it's a little worse.
Oh.
30 seconds.
Bruh.
It is Monday, and we are in week 5 of the final semester of senior year.
It is going by, it's going by pretty fast. Like, it feels like we just started last week.
I just got out of lab for exercise testing and prescription. I was gonna film in there, but all we really did was just practice getting our A1C, lipid levels. We did get data from the A1C, but we didn't get any data for the blood lipid levels because the monitor or the strips we were using were expired. It was just more just practice, and it was pretty chill and laid back. Lab was over early. I'm not gonna really decide to film anything in lab until it gets pretty interesting, I guess, until we start applying the stuff we're learning in class. But I have work at 3 o'clock today. Right now it is 12:19. My next meal is scheduled for 1 p.m. I am getting kind of hungry. Having it at 7:30. thinking. I was sick for like almost 3 weeks. It knocked me out of work for a whole week. I pretty much missed class for a whole week too. And then other stuff popped up. I got so desperate to feel better. I don't know, started taking different kinds of medications over the counter. And none of them seemed to make any difference at all. I decided to go back to trying out drinking sage, breathing in, drinking sage. And that helped me way more than that garbage I bought from the store that was over the counter. You ever feeling super congested? Maybe you got a flu or cold, anything upper respiratory? I highly suggest and recommend drinking sage, assuming you're not taking other prescription medications though, because I don't believe it is safe to drink sage while you're taking prescription medications such as like high blood pressure medication. If you're healthy, try it. It works. I have class tomorrow again. I have class 5 days a week, guys. My Mondays are lab for my exercise testing and prescription class, and then before that I have my personal training professional class, which is really just a strength and conditioning class. Okay, so more of a study course, I guess, to be able to sit for the strength and conditioning or the CSCS exam, but it just sounds very broad. Last week I
thought about withdrawing from one of my classes.
I was seriously like thinking about it.
I withdraw from this class, maybe I could take a different class. But then when you withdraw from a class and enroll in a different class, you have to catch up for like a whole month of work you missed out from not being in that other class.
Oh, this class I was going to withdraw from is actually called Integrated Approach to Musculoskeletal Injuries. It's an elective. I am not doing terrible in the class. I'm actually doing well or good. Not excellent, but pretty good. That class is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It starts at 8 a.m. God, I freaking hate 8 a.m. classes. It's just so early. When I was sick and still trying to make it to class on time, that freaking sucked because I felt like shit. I even felt like going to sleep while I was driving on my way to class. It was awful. I'm still in that class. I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm just gonna tough it out and stick with it. I know that I am learning a lot of good information in this class and I can apply it to my profession and it will help me become more of a competent trainer. It's a nice class. I just need to make it to class on time, like at least be there 5 minutes before class starts. And then after that class, I have my exercise testing and prescription class, which is just the lecture portion, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's hybrid. I could do it over Zoom, but it just doesn't make sense for me to do the class over Zoom if I'm already on campus and it's just 10 minutes after my first class. And then I have a very, very large gap between my second class and my last class. My last class is senior sem. Starts at 5:45 p.m. to like 8:45, I think it was. But we usually don't go the full 3 hours of class unless we absolutely need to. And this is just the second part of my research and design class that I took last semester. We are in the final semester of gathering data for our project, which is going pretty well, if you ask me. I have like a pretty amazing partner. He's actually gathered way more participants than I have. He's actually like got double than what I recruited. Just trying to be a good partner to where he's not doing all of the work, because I really hate that. I just hate it when I work with other people and they don't help out. But if I'm not helping out, why? Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I am late for class. I was supposed to be here at 8 o'clock to show you how the rest of the day is going. Done with class for the day, so I'm going to check out Grubhub see if there's any food left over, or if I have to wait in line. After that, I need to pick up my cap and gown, and then I will head to work from there. Got some homework to do. It is closeout at work, so it's gonna be a busy freaking day again. Finally back in the car. I did not really record everything during the, I forget what it's called, but it's pretty much for seniors that are graduating this semester. So they had some tables, booths, information about what happens to your student account and everything after you graduate, resources from career services. If you're unsure or need more guidance on what you want to do after graduation. The library was there to see if we had any holds in our library account or any overdue fees or fines. I skipped a couple of them, but not the ones I just mentioned. So everything's good. Got my picture taken. And there was food at the end. Appetizer food, which was pretty tasty. So glad they had food there because there was no food in Grubhub, like nothing cooked. So, which wasn't a bad thing, but I just didn't want to have to buy something. To be honest, I feel overwhelmed and I feel like it's coming in waves. It's hitting me in waves. So on Monday, I honestly felt like I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. Tuesday wasn't too bad. Wednesday was kind of getting a little bit intense. But today, it's starting to hit me again. It's not just school. Well, part of it's school, but most of it's work stress. I'm just trying not to burn myself out. And it's really hard to keep work stress away from home.
It's just tough, guys. It's freaking tough.
The second or third week of April, me and my group in my exercise testing and prescription class, right now we're in the middle of trying to figure out a good day and time of when we can meet with our client and do a assessment on her, which is probably going to take a total of 4 hours, which means we may have to split it up over a course of 2 days. If we could knock everything out in one day, that would be awesome. But realistically, that's probably not going to happen because we have to make reservations for the lab. We're going to have to make reservations for any particular equipment we're going to be using during her testing. We got to make sure there's no time conflict with other people wanting to use everything that we want to use with her. It's just inconvenient. I think we'll do pretty okay. Work is just going to have to wait. By the way, I've drastically cut my energy drink intake, not for health reasons, but more just budget. So just trying to learn how to better manage my money and not spend $400 a month on energy drinks. It's kind of hard. I've already had one today. If I'm gonna have another one, the caffeine content is gonna be below 160 milligrams of caffeine. If anything, I'm probably looking at drinking something with 110 calories. So let's see how today goes. I'm at work. I stopped by the house real quick so I could do my quiz that's due on Sunday, but I didn't do that. Took a nap. I set my timer for 10 minutes. No, 17 minutes or 10 minutes. Anyways, it went off and then I added another 10 minutes. Look at groggy. Shouldn't have bothered taking a nap, and then I reached for something in the fridge before I left. Show you guys what that is. Kind of feel like an addict or something, or like an alcoholic when they try to like cut back or quit something and then they end up cracking it open again. But I found this in the fridge. it tastes like the smell of an air freshener for a car. Fucking sick. Fucking disgusting. But it has 300 milligrams of caffeine, and I'm gonna try to only drink half of it. But we'll see. Still tired. I just got my pictures back. I had professional headshots done at school. This was during like a career fair or whatever it was going on. I got 10 photos back and I only like one of them. Just one headshot. Sick. I didn't want to include any in-person. I did not want to film during my lectures because I didn't want to disrupt class flow. And I honestly did not want to attract any attention, so that would have been extra work on top of what I'm already doing, or what I was doing while I was in school then. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. We shall see what happens next. I'm not going to share with you my plans or anything because I honestly really don't have a plan. Right now, my mindset is just do it and see what happens. And so far I've been applying this mindset to every decision that I make. This is probably not a great idea. I'll let you guys know how that's going in due time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. I will see you guys next time.